Jesus, John, get some light in here.
So, what do we got?
Bert Sutton. 29 years old, white male, 2 gunshot wounds to the stomach. Probably been dead a little over 24 hours.
So who called it in?
It's a funny story, actually.
My day, it started with scrambled eggs, bacon, a cup of joe, and a corpse. It was another day on the job. There had to be something in this apartment that could lead me to this man's killer. Perhaps it was this thin, metal, frisbee thing. But I couldn't be sure.
Hey, John, you've got a phone call. It's the chief.
That's not the chief.
What do you mean? He wants to talk to you.
Well, where is he?
What? You're serious? He still doesn't know. Oh, okay. Okay. Whatever you say.
John?
Chief?
John, just listen to me. We've got a missing persons case over at the apartment complex on Spade Street. I need you to get over there as soon as you can.
You want me off the homicide?
Just trust me on this one, John. I've got the homicide taken care of already.
All right, Chief, copy that. Were you the one who called this in?
Yeah, I'm Claire. I live down the hall from Emma.
So what happened?
Well, Emma and I meet for coffee every Monday. So yesterday, when I didn't hear from her, I got nervous and came to her apartment and found the door unlocked. I thought it was weird, so I called into her work and she wasn't there either. And she doesn't have a cell phone, so I can't call her on that.
No cell phone.
Yeah, she's a little old-fashioned.
Guess I'm not the only one.
Anyway, she hasn't shown up all day, so I got worried.
Well, you did the right thing. Do you happen to have a photo of Emma?
Yeah.
Are you sure Emma actually lived here? There's almost nothing in this apartment.
I don't know. I've been here before, but it didn't seem quite this empty.
Well, was she struggling with money?
No, I don't think so. She has a job at a restaurant a few blocks from here.
Detective John.
Is everything all right?
I'm here regarding one of your employees. Emma Montgomery.
Is she okay? She hasn't shown up for work the past few days.
Sounds about right. She was reported missing earlier this afternoon.
Shit. Do you have any idea where she is?
Oh, I was hoping you could help me out with that. When did she start missing work?
She missed her last 2 days here. We tried contacting her, but she doesn't have
a cell phone. I know. Well, is there anything else you can tell me about her? Did she get along well here?
For the most part. Emma was a good hostess. The other employees liked her. She could be kind of quiet, though. Tough to get a beat on.
Well, did she leave anything here when she wasn't working?
Some of the employees leave things under the bar. I'll be right back.
Mind if I take this? What did it mean? I knew they were connected. But how? That's the question. Was it the question? Back on track. Maybe they're related. Yes, that's it, they're related. But wait. FDR has polio. Does she have polio? Is polio hereditary? Is she in a wheelchair there? No, come on. What are you thinking? Back on track. Wait. I'm missing the most important thing. But is it important? No. No way. Man, I need a drink. My dad always loved scotch. I always hated it. Maybe cigarettes would help more. He loved those too. You did your best. The plot thickens.
Are you here for the service?
No, ma'am. I'm Detective John. Here to ask a few questions about Miss Ruby Fox.
Oh, well, you're not the first one to ask about Ruby. We filed the police report, I believe it was on the second day she was missing, and still haven't heard anything. If you like, I can take you to the records room and show you her information.
That'd be great, thanks.
Okay. This is all just awful in light of our recent tragedy.
Right. I'm sorry to hear about Mr. Sutton.
Murdered in his own home. It's terrible.
Have you been in charge since they've been gone?
That's right.
Well, at least the place is in good hands, Mrs. Everly.
Well, thank you. Right this way.
You said that Ruby was also a bookkeeper when she worked here?
That's right. But since then, my grandson Eric has taken over for her.
Did you know Ruby personally?
No, I didn't. She was a wonderful woman, though. And she was a great bookkeeper.
Thankfully, Eric is doing a fine job in her place. He's taking all of Ruby's handwritten records and plugging them into the computer.
Into the what?
The computer, sweetie, right here. Computer, sweetie, right here.
Computer.
Sweetie, right here.
Computerator.
Right here.
Calculator.
Right here.
Refrigerator. Must be a foreign language.
Detective, you wanted to see these records.
Yes. This seems a bit light.
Oh, yes, I apologize. We've been digitizing all our employee payment records. And thanks to Eric, all of our financial information is going into a new online banking system for all our employees and residents. You know, Eric has always been much brighter than me.
Was Ruby involved in this too?
Not really. She was never really good at computers.
Well, I'm as eager to find her as you are. You have a pen and paper? I'd like to get a copy of this address.
Of course.
Ruby wasn't here, and neither was Emma. A woman with two names and a dead man in his own apartment. Now all I needed to do was find the girl, and I know just the place. Ruby Fox? You're under arrest. You're under arrest. Are you listening to me? Ruby Fox, you're under arrest for the murder of Bert Sutton. Stop what you're doing, turn around and put your hands where I can see them.
Trey?
Are you listening to me? I'm a detective, not your next door neighbor. We're talking about serious criminal charges.
Yeah. I know. But I need a drink. And you need to relax. So why don't you sit down, give me a minute, and then you can ask all the questions you want.
I couldn't quite peg this dame. She was tricky. But one thing was for certain. She knew how to drink.
So, you obviously figured out that I'm not Emma Montgomery.
That's good, but why don't you tell me about Bert Sutton first?
Whoa, patience, detective. You're skipping all the foreplay.
Okay, well, tell me about Emma Montgomery.
I needed a new name, job, apartment, in case things fell through at Everly.
And that's where you met Bert Sutton.
You've done your homework, detective. Bert had been working at Everly a few years before me. When I was hired, I did all the work Bert couldn't get to. I worked with the residents, organized the different homes.
And handled the money.
Which is where our mutual friend Eric Everly comes into play.
Oh, Eric? Seems like a good kid.
Oh, yeah. Great guy. So great that he plans on stealing millions of dollars from the residents of Everly, including his own grandmother.
What?
Oh, darling, you didn't know? Eric's new online banking system. It's a scheme. The money isn't going back to the residents, it's going straight into Eric's wallet.
Why? How long has he been planning this?
Eric started working in Everly 6 months ago with this little plan of his in mind. He knew he needed to know Everly front and back, and that he couldn't do it alone. And that's when he recruited Bert.
He must have really needed the money.
Exactly. But to tell you the truth, John, I don't know much more than that. Once Eric's behind the computer, most of what he does goes over my head.
Why is that?
Well, call me old-fashioned, but I like getting things done face-to-face. Working with my hands. Plus, I don't like the idea of losing all my hard work just because the power went out. Why do you ask? You feel the same way?
I can't stand him either. When Bert decided to help Eric, he asked me to join too.
That's right. So, now you've got everything you need to get rid of Eric for good. I've told you everything I know. Well, Detective, if you've got nothing left to say...
You're not gonna kill me.
No, but I can still hurt you.
Well, I don't think either of us wants that. I also don't think you've told me everything you know.
All right, fine. My middle name's Phyllis.
I think you're a good person, Ruby. But I think you got mixed up with the wrong people. Maybe because you needed the money. Because you thought you could get away with it, I don't know. But I do know that you changed your mind. That you wanted out. But I don't think that's what they wanted. What Bert wanted? I think that you were trapped. And if you wanted out, you were gonna have to make a pretty nasty decision. Something that would have been hard for anyone. And I know how great it must sound to just get away from all this, but if you really want to help, you should stay. Putting Eric behind bars is gonna take work. And the information that you have can help make that happen. And I know that means that some of the uglier stuff is gonna come out too. But if you come clean with this, people will see that you're better than that. If you want to do the right thing, you should stay. Now that I had all the information I needed, I could finally take it straight to the chief. But if I was going to keep Ruby safe, I'd have to leave her out of it.
John? Is that you?
I expected more from you, Ruby. We were this close to making the easiest money we'd ever make. And then you killed Bert.
What? How did you even
And you
find me?
screwed everything up. How did I find you? Your new friend John paid me a visit at Everly today. I followed him here. It's not too hard to track someone who walks everywhere. It's a shame what you did. But thankfully, I don't need you to finish what I started.
Well, it's too bad you won't give a chance to finish it. I told John everything.
Clever. Regardless, I'll still stop him.
Oh, yeah? How do you plan on doing that?
Well, you're gonna tell me everything I need to know.
Talk to me, John.
Chief? How'd you know it was me?
You use the same payphone every time you call.
Oh, right. We need to talk.
Well, just come into the station.
All right, I'll be there in about 3 hours.
What? Seriously?
I have to walk, Chief, and the station is really far.
Jesus, John. Fine. Just meet me at my house. Be there at 7.
John? You want one?
No, thanks. Me and scotch don't mix.
So, what do you got?
Is there somewhere we can talk?
Yeah, sure, we can go out back. We gotta keep it down, though. My wife turned in early tonight.
You sure about this? You got all this from a missing persons case.
Just doing my job, Chief.
So what do you need?
Can you spare 2 officers to help make the arrest tomorrow?
I think I can swing that. I'll back you up, too.
All right. We'll see you in the morning. Actually, can I get a ride? I've been walking all day.
What's the deal, John?
Excuse me?
I mean, you don't have a car. You don't have a cell phone. You don't even know how to use a computer. I've never seen you without that damn fedora. I hate to pry, but I just don't get it.
When I was 8, my family decided to throw me a little birthday party. Balloons, barbecue, everything. And when the celebrations died down, my dad told me he had a special surprise for me. It was a brand new TV. He bought it just for me and him. We always loved to watch movies together. When my dad went to go grab the remote he had left by the TV, he failed to notice a cord he forgot to tuck away. When the cord brought him down, the TV followed, landing right on him. TVs, computers, cell phones. I could never trust them again.
So what you're telling me is, TV killed your dad?
Well, no, actually, he suffered a massive heart attack on the way down. He drank and smoked a lot.
That's a rough one, John. I'm sorry to hear it.
Anyway. Night.
John, wait. I'll take you home.
Thanks, Chief.
Come on.
Chief, take 1, clear the hall. You're with me.
What's going on here?
We're here for your grandson, Mrs. Everly. Turns out he's in a bit of trouble.
Eric? He's so nice.
Appearances can be deceiving.
He's not here.
What? Are you sure?
John, we looked everywhere. He's nowhere to be found. His back room's empty, and he took his computer.
Where's your grandson?
Well, I have no idea, I swear. He was supposed to launch the program today. What's going on here?
Eric's idea to help reorganize the residents' finances is just a cover.
No, he wouldn't.
I'm sorry, Bill.
Listen, we're gonna head back to the station, see if we can track down his computer's IP address. See if you can find anything else here, and then get back as soon as you can. Come on, boys.
I'll be there soon.
Everly residence home. Just a moment, he's right here. It's for you.
Hello?
John, it's Ruby.
Ruby, are you all right?
I'm fine. But listen, there's not much time. I need you to meet me at the warehouse on 6th. Come alone.
Can I get a ride somewhere?
You got here faster than I thought, John.
Thanks to your grandma, I got here just in time.
Oh, John. That's a low blow. I'm trembling with fear. Hey, John. Sweet hat. John. Knock, knock. John. Knock, knock. Fine. What's that, Ruby? Oh, no, I don't think John's gonna come up here. He's too scared.
Cut it out, Everly. The jig's up. The entire care home knows your plans now. You'll be behind bars in no time.
I could give a rat's ass what they think about me. I wanted the money, and I'm gonna get what I want. You're too late, John. The transaction will be finished within the hour. The transaction will be finished within the hour. The transaction will be finished within the hour. And Ruby told me how you feel about computers, John. You don't stand a chance. You don't stand a chance. You don't stand a chance.
Did you really just shoot my fucking computer? No!
Let the girl go, Eric. It's over.
No. No. I can't go to prison. I'll kill her before they take me.
You're not gonna kill anyone, Eric. We both know that.
You don't know what I'm capable of, John.
Don't. Ruby. Are you all right?
Nothing I can't handle. Looks like you're finally warming up to me, Detective.
Oh, you're gonna pull that card again, are you?
Look, I've been thinking. If you need me to testify...
Eric's dead, Ruby. You've done enough. You still have a chance to get out of here. You should take it. Is there any other way out of here?
Eric's car is parked on the other side of the building. I can grab his keys and head down the fire escape.
Smart girl. Make sure you ditch the car as soon as you can.
Don't worry. I can take care of myself. Thank you, John. You're a good man.
Case closed. There's only one last thing. How did I explain this all to the chief?
Down here, Chief.
Nice work, John. How the hell did you get here so fast?
Gloria Everly tipped me off about an old warehouse that Eric used to work at. Came here and got lucky.
I saw what you did with the computer down there, too. Transactions canceled. All the money's back where it belongs. I have to say, John, I'm impressed.
All in a day's work, Chief.
You know, there's just one more thing. We still don't know who killed Bert Sutton. Whoever they are, they're out there somewhere.
Well, Chief, whoever they are, we'll find them.
All right, boys, what do we got over here? Hey, don't touch that
But
body.
she was out there,
First day
finally
out of
getting
town.
away for good. She had a different life to live. A fresh start. As for me, I had a job to get back to.